The conversation around Tyreek Hill and his future with the Miami Dolphins is a storm that refuses to calm. Hill, the dynamic, electrifying wide receiver who has been the heart and soul of Miami's offensive juggernaut, has found himself at the center of trade speculation. And this isn't just casual chatter, this is full-blown chaos. Since the bitter end of the Dolphins season with that crushing loss to the New York Jets, the rumblings about Hill's dissatisfaction have grown louder. His cryptic comments and the leaks coming from insiders have painted a picture that no Dolphins fan wants to face. Now, to add fuel to an already raging fire, ESPN's Jeremy Fowler has reported a trade scenario so wild, it's almost hard to believe. According to an unnamed NFC personnel figure, there's speculation that the New England Patriots, yes, those same Patriots who have been a thorn in Miami's side for decades, could be a landing spot for Hill. The suggestion is that the Patriots, desperate to add a game-changing receiver, might make a move to pry Hill away from Miami. It's a scenario that feels almost too outrageous to take seriously, yet here we are. Think about it. Tyreek Hill, the man whose speed strikes fear into every defense, wearing a Patriots uniform and lining up against the Dolphins twice a year. It's the kind of nightmare scenario that keeps fans awake at night. But there's logic to the madness, or so they say. The Patriots are in desperate need of a true alpha receiver, someone who can elevate their offense and give their next quarterback, be it Drake May, Mac Jones, or someone else, the kind of weapon they've lacked for years. Hill fits that description perfectly. He's not just a receiver, he's a one-man highlight reel, a game-changer who can shift the momentum of a game with a single play. The argument goes that the Patriots have the draft capital to make it happen. Their picks hold more value than those of perennial contenders, simply because they're not competing at the same level right now. A day 2 pick might seem underwhelming for a player of Hill's caliber, but when you consider the potential value of those picks, it starts to make a twisted kind of sense. Still, even entertaining the idea of trading Tyreek Hill for anything less than a king's ransom feels absurd. This is Tyreek Hill we're talking about, a generational talent, not some replaceable piece in the puzzle. But the real question is, what's in it for Miami? What do the Dolphins gain by sending their most dynamic player to a division rival? The idea of trading Hill to the Patriots is as baffling as it is infuriating. First, you're strengthening an opponent that you have to face twice a year. Second, you're sending a message to your own locker room that star players aren't safe, even if they're the backbone of the offense. And third, let's not ignore the optics of it all. Watching Hill burn the Dolphins' defense while wearing a Patriots uniform would be a gut punch that this fanbase wouldn't soon recover from. Then there's the matter of Hill himself. Why would he want this? Hill came to Miami for a reason. He saw the potential of this team, the promise of playing with Tua Tagovailoa, and the opportunities to thrive in an offense tailored to his skills. Trading him to the Patriots would feel like a betrayal of everything he signed up for. The Patriots aren't contenders right now. They're a team in transition, searching for an identity and trying to climb out of mediocrity. Hill, at 29 years old, doesn't have time to wait around for a rebuild. He's chasing championships, and the Patriots don't look like they're anywhere close to providing that opportunity. Let's not forget the tension that started all of this. Hill's comments after that Week 18 loss to the Jets weren't made in a vacuum. He was clearly frustrated, and his words carried weight. This isn't just a player venting after a tough game, this is a superstar letting the world know he's not happy with the direction of the team. Hill knows his worth, and he's not afraid to make his feelings known. That's part of what makes him such a compelling figure. He's not just another player, he's a competitor, a leader, and someone who demands excellence. But where does Miami go from here? How do they address this growing rift and keep their most important player happy? The answer isn't simple, but it starts with action. The Dolphins have to show Hill that they're serious about winning, that they're not content with another season of unmet expectations. That means shoring up the offensive line, ensuring Tua stays healthy, and making Hill the centerpiece of an offense that can dominate the league. It's not enough to talk about potential, they have to deliver results. Hill doesn't want promises, he wants a clear path to a championship. The whole situation feels like a test, not just for the Dolphins as a franchise, but for the front office, the coaching staff, and the players. Can they rise to the occasion and prove that they're capable of managing a superstar in today's NFL? Or will they let this situation spiral out of control, risking not just the loss of Hill but the trust of the entire locker room? The stakes couldn't be higher. And yet, the idea of Hill wearing a Patriots uniform still feels far-fetched. Even if there's some logic to the trade from New England's perspective, it doesn't make sense for Miami. Trading Hill to the Patriots would be a short-sighted move with long-term consequences. It's the kind of decision that would haunt the franchise for years, especially if Hill goes on to thrive in New England while the Dolphins struggle to replace him.